Hello there. This is yet another recording where I will explore camera recording and self-awareness, and where I will do my experiments on how does it feel to do something on camera, what changes in me, in my awareness, in my conscious, in my body, with my emotions and other things. And the most important, or the main tool that I will use during this exploration is my awareness and presence, and my goal during this video is or direction that I'm going towards is to say words in English, whatever I'm gonna say, and do whatever I'm gonna do, and observe and get in touch with sensations in my body, with my emotions or lack of sensations and my emotions, to notice what changes or when I do one or the other thing, or when I do nothing, kinda nothing, because I think that it's impossible to do nothing as long as I exist and alive. I doubt that this video might be of any interest to most people. Oh, I'm still learning English. I'm still figuring out how to say, describe, express myself using it. So what I'm doing right now is I am saying these words and paying attention to what happens in my body, in my awareness in general, and in my body specifically, and also to what I see, what I hear, what I think, what I notice. And I am kind of dancing with this. I'm saying something and then getting in touch with those areas that I just described. And I am holding in my awareness both this external, this visual, and both external things that I'm being recorded, that here's the camera and I can see reflections on the lens. I can see the red LED. So I'm holding both my perception of external, and also simultaneously I'm holding or getting in touch with, or being in touch and returning to that, and being in touch of my internal landscape, to what happens in my body, to what happens emotionally. Though with emotions, I'm still thawing, I'm still getting unpacking them and figuring out how to or creating and learning, creating an environment and learning for them to feel to safely appear, come and go in me. And also I'm learning how to get in touch with my emotions and to feel those. And so this is what I'm doing right now, is I am saying these words, I'm doing some actions that are visible externally. I'm exposing some of my intentions, some of my thoughts and observations with my voice and words. And I'm doing this. And also I am observing, being in touch, paying attention to and feeling into what is happening inside me. Inside of me. Inside me. And I do not narrate all the things that are happening inside me. I might narrate some or describe, but not all of those. And so at times it might appear as if I am doing nothing or nothing happens. And especially when I am not saying any words, when I don't say any words, where I remain silent. But in those moments, what I'm doing is, what happens is I'm being in touch with essential information, or external, being in touch with external and with internal. And I'm kind of surfing, kind of feeling into what is going on inside of me. And I believe, and based on my observations, that might be the case, that this skill, this ability of being able to continuously stay in touch and feel the sensations and other things that are part of internal landscape, that this ability is it's like a skill that if I spend enough time, if I spend time with it, if I experiment with it, if I can develop it, I can stay in touch with my internal landscape for longer periods of time, notice more, and simultaneously be able to hold more things and experience more things. And like right now, for example, what I describe is that I'm doing, I'm exposing, or I'm showing certain things, describing certain things, but also there is this internal landscape present in my awareness. And great, I just noticed, or started noticing more, what happens in my mouth as I'm speaking. And I notice my mouth and my throat. Oh, lots of tension in my throat as I speak. And in my mouth, with every word that I say, I notice like subtle sensations. My tongue moves to make these sounds, to say these words. The air moves in and out as I speak, or inhale or exhale while speaking, to say the words that I'm saying. I also notice vibrations in my chest as I'm speaking, and this is what's usually is not in the field of my awareness. It's absent from my awareness, and I'm not in touch, especially with when I'm having a conversation with a real person, like, or via Zoom or via Google Meet or via an online call. I am usually not aware of all this, and especially of the subtle sensations that happen in my mouth when I say words. And what do I see? It's 8:50 p.m. right now, and I feel like this when I am recording this video. Not very refreshed. I don't feel very refreshed. I had a proper full work day. I work as a software developer, and that where I used most of my mental and emotional energy and capacity, and now that leaves its mark on me, or it has left its mark on me. Oh, one of the last discoveries that or things that I was able to get in touch with was this cool thing from emotional inquiry meditation, or let's call it meditation. So from emotional inquiry, where there is this line, this prompt of I understand it the following way: what happens if I let an emotion to fully in, or to fully no, there are two actually parts, one line sentences. One is where the sensation ends and I begin. So notice where the sensation ends and I begin. And then in this next stage, there's this line of what happens if I let the sensation, the emotion, fully in. And I heard these two sentences, these two things before from my head. So conceptually, they both make sense and understandable. Understood those, but lately I've been able to do some internal actions and play with actually letting in the emotion or an emotion and a sensation, and not in my body. I know, I don't, but in myself, in whatever I experience as I or as a self on a moment like right now. And so, what I'm also curious to do right now is to spend a little bit of time with playing with that, with what emotion is currently moving through me, through my body, through me, or wants to get in, wants to appear, and how is it to get in touch with that emotion, to touch that emotion with myself, or let the emotion and the self actually touch each other, or the emotion touch, to letting myself to be touched by the emotion, and to let it move through me. And by me, I don't mean my body, I mean the self, myself. And what I notice as I'm playing with it right now is that some of that emotion is excitement. And I dissociated for 30 seconds or so. There's lots of tension in my neck as I record this. And I think that it's almost time to wrap up. Oh, okay. Well, I want to reply to my wife, so So, how does it feel to look at the camera or being recorded right now? It doesn't feel very gentle. It feels gentle. If there is tension in my body, I can notice my energy. I can notice sensations running through my body as I record. This tension in my throat, it looks like a scream, like a suspended scream, like a scream that was stopped and it wants to get out, but there is another force in me that stops it. I was like, rah, scream. In this state right now, I am it is what? It is. I don't want to share a lot of things, I don't want to think a lot of things. I don't want to dig into things. I noticed that these sensations in my body, I like to take the time, enough time to be able to let them rise and feel into them and then name some. But man, it's probably impossible to describe all these in detail. And I also wonder what happens for you, the viewer of this video. Where are you? Where are you doing? Where are you sitting? What are you, outside on the street, or are you inside in some room, a hall? And what's going on in your life? Are you satisfied with your life or not so much? Are you struggling with something, or do you feel content? It is a pretty pretty big mystery, and I will not know, but you will. You can look around and see the room or the space you are in like I do right now. I can see this foam on the microphone, and the brand name, the colors of this. Oh, and I also, this is where I spend very little of my attention during the day, is sensational touch. Sensational, touching things and feeling how the texture, the temperature, and other things. And so, if you look around, I wonder, where are you right now? Most likely nobody will watch this video, or maybe if people would open the video, they will quickly stop it, and probably only the future me will watch this. So future me, look around and see where you are. And I'm gonna wrap up this video because I want to talk to my wife. See you.